figure reviews, toy hunts, unboxing and rankings, unboxing and displays, etc. All right, YouTube Trolls Toys back at you with another week of this week's Toy Haul, episode 33. And arriving on Friday, September 19th. Not huge into Star Wars, but was able to get Yoda, which is one of my favorite characters, at a great price from Whatnot. And you know, when we see our boy Samuel L. Jackson in action figure form, we have to pick him up. So they had him as well. It was Barter Town doing a little online flea market, so I'll call it. So we picked up these two figures, and they arrived on Friday, September 19th. On Saturday, September 20th, we went out to one of our favorite stores again out in Western Massachusetts in Granby, Legends, Video Games, and More, to see Chris and take him a bunch of physical media. We picked up a bunch of physical media, but we did also get a few action figures as well. We got this AEW 1 in 3000 Orange Cassidy at a quite affordable price. I'm not in on AEW or the limiteds, but I am passing this on to my buddy who wanted it, so it's going to go his way, so it won't stay in our collection. We got Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan in the yellow Hulkamania shirt. I didn't have this figure, and obviously I said I was just going to do one of each Ultimate, and I've broken that rule, especially with Hulk just recently passing away. I don't care what your thoughts were on his politics and him as a person, but as a performer, he meant a lot to wrestling, so happy to pick it up. We're also able to get Rikishi Titantron edition from 2000. And we didn't have Rikishi represented in our collection at all yet, so I don't know if I can get him to stand. He's not cooperating with me. But anyways, we got Rikishi from Legends, Video Games, and More. We picked up this AEW Sting. We'd seen him before, but he was down to $5, so we figured we'd pick him up. Probably going to flip him. Probably not going to stay in our collection. And then I was happy to add the Dynamite Kid. I don't have him represented in my collection either. I don't know when he's from. I can't even tell on the bottom of his foot. But he's definitely older. So we got the Dynamite Kid, the other half of the British Bulldogs. Everybody thinks of Davey Boy Smith, but I thought Dynamite was a better wrestler. And so we're happy to have him. And 2 weeks ago it poured rain. And then last Sunday we were traveling for work, so we weren't able to hit up one of our other favorite spots, the Rietta Ranch Flea Market. So on Sunday the 21st, we went back out there, and they have the WWE Network Spotlight figures. This guy did. Package is not in the best shape, I'm not going to lie. But they were $10 each, or 3 for $25. So we picked up Wendy Richter. We already have this figure, but we might open this one. Ricochet, who we did not have in our collection. And it's true Kurt Angle. And we're just going to use this Kurt Angle probably for trade fodder. And also from Rietta Ranch on the 21st, we picked up Marvel's Arcade. We already have this figure. $5 a piece for these. And then Marvel's Wolfsbane. So we're going to use Arcade as trade fodder. And Wolfsbane got a Zabu Build-A-Figure part. I didn't have any of the Build-A-Figure parts for Zabu. Probably harder to find. It is one that I wanted to build. So we're going to open her. Keep her in our collection. She looks kind of interesting. And we're going to have that Zabu Build-A-Figure part. All right. Continuing episode 33 of this week's Toy Haul. On Sunday, September 21st, we stopped by one of our local Targets in Worcester, Massachusetts. And we saw Series 118, Jacob Fatu. First time in the line out in the wild, but I already have that figure. And we also saw Gangster Cena. So I didn't know this figure existed. I'm a little bit behind on my figure releases because I've been amassing quite a massive Blu-ray collection as of late, physical media. But we got collector's edition Gangster John Cena to add to our collection. I couldn't pass him up. On Tuesday, September 23rd, we went to see The Long Walk in Marlborough, Massachusetts. And before The Long Walk, we stopped by the Best Buy Shambles in Marlborough, and they had this Son Goku from SH Fig Arts, normally a $35 figure, on clearance for $15. It says Superhero Edition. I am not an anime guy. I'm probably not keeping this guy, But at 60% off of his normal price, I thought there was some wiggle room or trade potential or to resell him at a toy show. So we picked up Son Goku Superhero, who's temporarily in our collection. And on Wednesday, September 24th, we arrived home to find one of our pre-orders had hit our porch. We got number 167 in the classified series, Monkey Wrench, who's looking pretty badass, I must say. And on Thursday, September 24th, these guys survived a monsoon because they got delivered while I was at work. The outer cardboard boxes that they were in was soaked, but they're still minty. We're taking them out of the box anyway, but this is number 160 in the classified series. Ninja Force, Cobra Ninjas, Slice and Dice, also arriving from Hasbro Pulse. And also surviving the monsoon, the coup de grace, the piece de resistance of pickups this week, also arriving from Hasbro Pulse on Thursday, September 24th. From the classified series, we got Cold Slither. The outer box was soaking wet. The shipper box, as you can see, was a little bit wet. So we're going to let that dry out. But it feels like this box escaped unscathed. So we're going to take a closer look. Yeah, so I think this box did escape unscathed. And you guys know what Cold Slither looks like, right? So I don't want to crack the tape seal to get this G.I. Joe thing off just yet. But this box certainly survived the storm, which I'm happy about. I was worried that this thing, we had 3 days of torrential downpour scheduled, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And I got a notification that this was shipping. And I was hoping it would arrive yesterday because I had somebody pick up my packages. But yeah, I had no one to do that today, so it got rained on. But, like I said, the outer box soaked, the shipper box, it was starting to penetrate through. But Cold Slither escaped unscathed, it looks like. So I'm super excited. And as always, this has been Trolls Toys. This is this week's Toy Haul, episode 33. I truly appreciate you watching my videos, and we'll see you soon. Peace.